As soon as you say Havana, they just say no.
Yeah, yeah. Yes.
No,
Because
we
it's quite
can't.
far, to be
Yeah,
honest.
no, we can't come there. It's too far. Do you do deliveries? No, we don't. We actually didn't. We were not into delivery that time. So yeah, it was really hard.
So that's because that's where the idea of having to deliver the food came from.
Yeah.
According to the World Bank, Namibia's statistics rate for poverty stands at 65%. The biggest chunk being contributed by unemployment. So what do you do when you find yourself in a country where there are just no jobs? You become the employer. Today we find ourselves on the outskirts of Katutura in a location known as Havana, named after Havana of Cuba. This is where we find Sai's Kitchen, the restaurant that has been making waves on social media for tourists and locals. Why? Because of the traditional Namibian cuisines that they prepare with a twist. I am Sich and this is Africa Speaks. As I've mentioned before, unemployment rate has risen in Namibia, topping the list in Africa. But we said we are joined by Saima today as she tells us more about Sai's Kitchen. But first of all, Saima, thank you so much for accepting the invitation of Africa Speaks.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so let's get into the interview. I like starting off on a personal note. So tell us, who is Saima, and tell us a little bit about your childhood and upbringing.
My name is Saima Mukwiilongo. I was born in Onambada village in the northern part of Namibia, Upambi. Actually grew up here in Havana, right here where Sai's Kitchen is. I'm born in a family of 11. My dad took care of us.
Okay.
It wasn't easy, but we had a very strong father. He was actually just a mechanic and we lived off that,
And your education?
My education, I schooled here from, went to Namtuni Primary School, Agustinium, and then I went back to the north, to Nuyoma Secondary School, came back to Windhoek for university. I went to IUM, studied HIV and AIDS management, honors degree, and actually didn't have a study loan. My dad, paid for me until the final year where I got a study loan.
So I just wanted to know, your studies has nothing to do with Sai's Kitchen?
No, my study has absolutely nothing to do with Sai's Kitchen. But when I was a student, I was a waitress. Since my second year of university, I was a waitress. And I think it kind of brought me an insight. And I saw a lot of people who were unemployed, who were working in shops and whatnot after university. So I think it gave me an idea of starting a business of my own.
All right. So now let's get to the reason why we're here. Sai's Kitchen. Tell us the inspiration behind the name. When did you start Sai? And what exactly is Sai's Kitchen? Because there might be people who have no idea what Sai's Kitchen is all about.
The name Sai's Kitchen came from my name, Saima. Actually was struggling with what name to give the business, and then I decided why not just get the first letters of my name and use it as my business name. As I said, Sai's Kitchen was brought up in 2017, 11th of March. And the reason why I decided to do this was because I saw a lot of people, graduates who were unemployed, struggling in life, and a lot of them didn't actually want to do anything. All they wanted was to get the job that they studied for, which is hard. It's actually hard. And I think the restaurant that I worked at also just inspired me to do the same thing. And
So Sai's Kitchen specializes in Namibian cuisines, right?
Yes.
Traditional cuisines. Why did you take the route of traditional cuisine and not including other dishes?
Because I feel like a lot of people are going the opposite direction of culture, and I am into traditional cuisines because I'm trying to keep culture alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because you said traditional cuisines, Namibia having about 11 tribes, Is it only a specific tribe that you concentrate on, or you try to include all the other tribes as well?
Currently, I'm only focused on the Oshiwambo traditional cuisines, but actually, I want to do more. It's just that, yeah, I'm still growing in business, but one day I'd love to do every traditional cuisine, like all of them in like Namibia, also Africa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So you also said to me that you saw that there were graduates who were not getting a job. Then you came up with the idea of Sai's Kitchen. But my question remains here is that, was this a thought that you just woke up one day say, I'm going to start a kitchen? Did you start off as a kitchen, or you started off small?
Okay. Yeah. So let me start with my final year of studies. I told you previously that my dad was paying for me, right?
Yes.
So the 3 years of university my dad paid, and then finally final year I got a loan. So with my refund I was like, okay, finally I have money to do something with my life. And I used my refund now to like start Sai's Kitchen. Yeah, because how I started was just with small something, but it was right here where we are right now, and it started as a kitchen. Yeah, but it was a bit smaller than it is now.
So when you say started as a kitchen, does it mean that people did not sit here to have food? Because right now we see we're having tables, people can have a meal here. When you say it started as a kitchen, were they not able to eat here, or you only catering for outside?
No, they were able to eat here as well. Yeah. So yeah, started as a kitchen restaurant. People came, sat, and left, but it was very slow at the beginning. Yeah, most of my customers were just local customers, and my way of marketing my business was obviously always social media, and the food was always interesting, the pictures, but people would call you, hi, I saw your advert and the food really looks nice. Where are you guys based? As soon as you say Havana, they just say no.
Yeah. Yes.
No,
because it's quite far.
Yeah,
to be honest.
no, we can't come there. It's too far. Do you do deliveries? No, we don't. We actually didn't. We were not into delivery that time. So yeah, it was really hard.
So that's where the idea of having to deliver the food came from.
Yeah.
And who are you in partnership when it comes to delivering food? Is it your staff members, or do you have an outside company that does deliveries for you?
My staff members. At the beginning, we were working with other companies, but it's a bit hard when you have to work with other companies. Food is always late, and so yeah.
As I've mentioned, I said, the unemployment rate of Namibia is topping the list. And a lot of people, when you start businesses, your aim is to curb unemployment. Coming in here, I saw, women dressed in Sai's Kitchen. I presume those are your staff members. So can you just walk us a little bit up within your staff members and the role that they play within Sai's Kitchen?
Okay, we have 8 staff members. 2 guys are 2 delivery guys, and then one of them sell food at King's in Osman Plus.
Okay.
And then we have one that works only in weekends, and we have the lady that does the cleaning and dishes, and then the others are just for cooking and serving. Actually, the marketing manager, financial advisor, I am the administrator. I am all that. I'm on that. I'm on all that. Yeah.
Okay. You said that the other guys, they do deliver the food because they are part of Sai's Kitchen.
Yes.
Your employees, your staff members, they are on a payroll.
Yes.
Every month end.
Yes.
All right. Every business experiences difficulties, challenges that have come your way. So what is like the one major challenge that you felt that you have faced, and how did you overcome that challenge?
The challenge that we have is deliveries.
Okay.
I am still facing that, but I see it's getting better. So with deliveries at the beginning, we were using motorbikes, like a company that has motorbikes, and mostly the person will come to you late already and then deliver the food late, and also the food would spill because the motorbikes. Yeah, so until we saved up enough to get a car.
Oh.
Yeah, to do our deliveries. And the challenge is still there that sometimes the food gets late because sometimes the guy has like maybe 10 orders at once, and yeah, it might take like even 2 hours for a client to get their food, and it's still not okay. I'm still trying to like save up and get another car just so that the things can be easy.
Yeah, but the business is growing, so that's why. Dishes. Walk us through your dishes. What are some of the food that you guys prepare here in Sai's kitchen?
We prepare Mopane worms, omboga, marathon chickens, chicken gizzards, pap, fat cakes, beef stew, matangara. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say I'm a tourist. I've never had African food. I come into your restaurant. What do you recommend that I should take?
I would recommend Mopane worms.
Why?
Because it's an organic food. Yeah, and it's unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you never had it before, it's more like a snack also, and I'd recommend it because it's really nice. Yeah.
So would that be your best selling dish, or there's another one that's your best selling dish?
My best selling dish is chicken gizzards.
Really?
Yeah.
I would assume it would be the chicken itself.
Yeah, no, people love chicken gizzards. They say they are unique. They have never had, because chicken gizzard is a common thing.
Yeah.
You would find it at a lot of places. Even in shops, you would cook it at home.
Yeah.
But they come here and they just wonder, like, how do you do it? Yeah, they love it. So I think that is my best dish.
Okay, so after this interview, I'm gonna go get myself some chicken
You
gizzards.
should.
You prepare them differently, because I mean, you are saying that they are a specialty right here,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna get mine. So what is a typical day like for Saima? Just a typical day.
For Saima or for Sai's kitchen?
No, for Saima yourself as Saima. What is a typical day like? Because you do make rounds to the kitchen, right?
Yeah, I do. My typical day is basically me on the phone, answering customers' calls, taking orders, managing the business. Yeah.
So how often do you come here?
Could be once a day or once in a week.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you don't run from the ground, you run from the home.
Yeah, I run from home. Yeah. And yeah.
All right. So what is
sometimes once a day, once a week.
What is the goal for Sai's Kitchen? What is the vision for Sai's Kitchen?
The vision is obviously growth. Yeah, to grow, to employ more people, to have all African cuisines on the menu. Yeah.
Okay. That is the goal for Sai's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Do you plan on relocating, or we're still going to be finding ourselves in Havana?
I think I love it here. And also most of my customers like it here because they feel like it's different. Yeah, the hood, they want to get away from all that and they just want to come here, because most of my potential customers are not from here. It's like people from out there, and they find it very peaceful here. It's like escaping where you are from to just go to a different place. So I don't plan on moving.
Okay. So you said you're a graduate. You studied another degree. It has nothing to do with cooking. So there's a young person out there right now that is watching you, and of course you told us that you got the money from the loan. That's how you're able to start. But what would you advise somebody who wants to start a business? Doesn't have to be cooking, but just somebody wants to start doing something. What would you advise them to do? Or those that are just sitting home and have nothing to do?
I'd say start where you are. It's really not easy to start something, but there are a lot of things you can do. Let me just give a quick story of my years in business. When I started the business, as I said, it was not easy at the beginning. Sometimes I'd make a $7 in a day, and like stock that would go to waste, like thrown away because it's gone bad. And I took Mondays off. We still take Mondays off, but the reason why I took Mondays off that time, because I was working alone. It was me alone, yeah. So I took Mondays off to do cleaning services. So I'd take that money and reinvest it in the business. So my advice to you is clean a house. There are always people who want their house clean. So clean a house, you'd make so much money out of that. And if you have a plan to start a business, clean houses, save up that money and start a business. You don't need a bank to finance you or your parents or anyone. You can do it yourself. And I know it's not easy, but you can do it.
Yeah, I think that's great advice actually. So when did you start making profit to be able to pay yourself? Because they say it takes time before you can pay yourself.
Yeah. 2 years ago, 2019. Yeah, 2019. Yeah, that's when I started getting a lot of customers. Yeah, that's when I saw growth in the business. Yeah.
And when did you employ your first employee?
It was in I think late 2017. Because I got another job just a short period of time. So 2017. That's when I got my first employee.
Okay, you're a mom. Your son is right there. You're a mother. So how has motherhood been for you?
It has been hectic because I'm too much onto business, and I just feel like most of my time has gone to waste a bit, but for a good cause though. Yeah, I love being a mom, but I love it here. I love being a mom. It's amazing. Kids will bring you joy.
I know.
Yes. But I just feel like somehow I lost time, but it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
In 2020, the world was hit by a pandemic, COVID-19.
Yes.
How has that affected Sai's Kitchen?
Really bad.
Yeah, even your facial expression shows.
Yeah, it was really bad, but the lucky part was that my business is at home, so there was no rent because sometimes you have to close because you can't afford rent. There are no customers, and luckily my customers, I really appreciate them. So we didn't close down. We kept cooking and doing deliveries. So that's how we kept going. That's how we went through COVID-19.
Every business gets reviews. You have good reviews and bad reviews. And I'm sure Sai does sometimes get bad reviews. So how do you handle the bad reviews?
Improvement. Yeah, it's not easy to get like a bad review, but I think also it's good for business because every business has mistakes. So I appreciate every review that I get, bad or good, because that's how you grow, that's how you improve to reach the customers' demands.
You have a page on Instagram.
Yes.
That's where I saw you. So most of your marketing is done through social media, right? Which social media platforms do you use?
I use Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And most of your revenue, where does it come from? The people that are coming to sit here, or through the orders that you have to deliver?
The people who come to sit here, but sometimes it depends. Some days it's people who come here, some days it's deliveries, and some days it's from the other place we sell from at King's in Aspan Plus. Yeah, it's day to day. It's different every day.
Since you mentioned that you do sell some of the food in Aspan Platz at King's, is that like a collaboration you guys have? Do you pay to use their space, or what kind of collaboration do you guys have for you to be able to sell your products there?
Actually, I don't pay anything. It's just, it was just a customer at the beginning. He came in, I think he liked my food. And the time that I started selling there, I didn't have a car. So he would pick us up at 10 and just sell the food there until 4 in the morning because it's a club. Yeah. And then he does that every day. And then when we got a car, we actually drive ourselves there at 1 for lunch until the club closes, and we don't pay anything at all. He's just helping us.
That's great. Do you guys cater for events?
Yeah, we do. We cater for events.
And how can one get hold of you if they want Sai's Kitchen to cater for an event?
Actually, just through the phone. Call us 08175 66733.
And do you only cater in Windhoek, or what if the event is it's outside Windhoek?
We cater everywhere, countrywide.
Okay, yeah. Any last words that you would like to say to the viewers, to your clients, where they can find you, social media, anything that you think is relevant and that should be part of this interview?
You can find us in Havana or in Aspan Plus at King's for lunch and dinner. And our number is 081 and also our social page name is Sai's Kitchen. Instagram is Sai dot. Is it even dot?
I think it's just Sai's Kitchen.
Sai's Kitchen. And yeah, we are also on Google. We have a website on Google. You can always go there and view or review. And yeah, to my customers, I appreciate you guys. I am here because you are. And yeah, keep supporting us. We'll improve and we'll keep growing.
All right, all right. A question just came to my mind before I let you go. Tourists do come here. I have seen pictures of tourists, right?
Yeah.
And in most, sometimes they don't have Namibian, currency on them. Do you accept foreign currencies? And what is your method of payment in here? Is it only cash, or do you have other ways that one can pay?
Cash or wallets. We don't have a swipe machine yet. So yeah, we accept cash or wallets. And foreigners do come, but we never experienced the one that came without Namibian currency. Yeah, they always have Namibian or South African.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
And we wish you all the best, the growth of Sai, expanding, having another car to be able to deliver to your clients on time.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. All right, there you had it from Saima, the lady who became an entrepreneur and did not wait for the government to provide her with a job, but she was the provider of the job. We'll be seeing you guys next time on Africa Speaks, but before we go, please follow us on our social media as well as on YouTube, and that will be at Henok TV. From Miss Sich and everybody right here at Sai's Kitchen is goodbye.